And now I'd like to take a minute to tell you about the crazy part of our expansion. One of our friends, part of the reason we did the expansion was because one of our friends' farms folded and they had a ton of transplants, and we were kind of on the fence about it. And in my view, I think it was kind of like a sign that, okay, maybe we should really take this on in a bigger way. And so what happened was we rented the desodding machine and rented it for the day. And we did the front lawn, as you've seen in other videos. But also what's happened is we have a really long property. It's kind of funny. It's only 3 acres, but it's kind of narrow, so it's a long lot. So down here is what we see. And this is our orchard, as I've shown you before. The apples are coming along nicely. I can't wait to get this on irrigation. But anyway, so down here, past my sister's goats, what we have is we have a lower field, but we abut a creek. So all those trees that you see up in here are all kind of protected. We can't cut any further. It's a riparian zone. So we got to make the best out of it. Now, as you'll come up to see, as we're approaching, there is some space though. And here it is. This is part 2 of crazy expansion. And this, as I've said in other videos, we have basically 1,000 feet worth of growing space, and this should add, by my estimates, another 1,000. It's quite big. It's 60 by 70 feet. The idea is that, I don't know if you can tell, but we're on quite the slant. So that's if I try and keep it level. We have quite the slope going on. So what's going to need to happen is when I bring the irrigation in down here, is that all the rows are going to have to go down, is what's going to happen. And I don't know how that's going to play out irrigation wise, but we'll see. I've started to fence it because this is still an area that's used by the goats. And I went as far as I did. You can even tell where the shadows are down here, because what happens is the sun gets lower and lower in the sun, or in the sky, as winter comes on. And what happens is that's about the cutoff where I've made it, where the sun doesn't give us any sunlight there. It's too low. So basically this is all shaded in the winter. Sorry, not this part. Where I've created the fence line is shade. So that's kind of the reasoning for the size of the lot that I did here. So be interesting to see what we're going to do here. As you can tell, I haven't finished up the sodding. What has happened was I desodded quite a bit of this. This was desoddable, this part here, but then once we got to here, I was really just hitting rock. So I'm going to attack this with the rototiller again, and hopefully the goal is to create a terrace so that this is a little flat to work on, so I'm not always working on a slope. That can be really hard on your body doing that day after day. So I think terracing this will be the best option so that I can have a nice even working space when I'm at the head, whether I'm doing irrigation or otherwise. So that's kind of the idea. It's going to help with the irrigation, the fact that we're on a slant, and I reckon we'll get another 16 rows out of this, which is basically the equivalent of what I have out in the front lawn. And I don't know if we'll wind up hooping it, or if we'll wind up in the winter, or if we'll keep it open. I'm not too sure yet. So keep posted for crazy expansion number 2, and I'll tell you what my successes are and not. But definitely this is going to need a lot of organic amendments to make this happen. This is super silty soil, similar to the front.